I'm not muted. Oh, blood. Took you long enough. Hello there, good evening. That's why I didn't realise it was so sensitive. You could hear little slight whisperings, could you? I was trying to play a joke on you, but you could still hear stuff. Oh well, never mind. Some of you fell for it, some of you didn't. Why are you so quiet? Because I'm trying to pretend I'm muted. Right, good evening, folks. Welcome to the Forgotten City, Part 2. We're back in our Roman adventure. So, yeah. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really liking this game. I reflected on my experience whenever it was. Last week, was it? Last week? And thought to myself, yes, I quite like this game. And something made a noise outside your room. You can hear more than I can because I can't hear anything with this headphone on. Could be my mother clattering around outside, you know what I mean, giving the game away. But anyway. Monday. Somebody said it's something Blue Monday apparently today. What's Blue Monday? Like a really crappy Monday. Because my Monday's not been too bad. I interviewed somebody today. I had to put a shirt on. I had to get dressed for work today. It was nice and sunny outside. Sun shining in all day. Finished at 3:30. It's not been too bad. But anyway, let's dive in and continue the story. I was looking at how long it takes to finish this game, and apparently it takes 5 to 8 hours, and the last stream was about 4 hours. I somehow don't think I'm 1 hour away from finishing it. Might take me a bit longer than the 5 to 7 hours that was deemed to be the average play time, but anyway. Snowstorm. Okay, so here we are. Everything looks a bit misty and white. But yes, I can't recall how we finished off the last session. But, well, I can recall the whole voting of the new magistrate took place, and then that caused a bit of a scene. But then we found out we were in a time loop, so this is our second rendition. So to start this second rendition off, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pursue what we didn't get time to pursue last time. How come nobody has said this before now? Oh. Well, no wonder you could hear me whispering, because there was no game audio to mask my sound. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh. I've had an issue with my headset, basically, because I use my wireless headset for work at the moment until I get a work one. I have to keep taking my dongle out and putting it in my work laptop to use this when I'm working. And then when I put it back in, it mucks the settings up. Oh, God. Oops. No. And that's why I was late today, because I was trying to sort my headset out. And I still haven't sorted it, apparently. Right, give me a second. Right, this should work. There we go. Let's try this out. How's that? I'm getting volume levels. That's good. Right then, shall we press on before anything else goes horribly wrong? So we're gonna start this quest line here. Why? I need to remember the buttons. Right. Okay. So we picked up a few things. We keep what we've learned as we move through the loops. Dying gasp. Something went wrong at the shrine of Apollo. We need to find some siliphium. Persuade Dacia to hand over said siliphium. He charged poor old Lucretia a fortune for it, and we've got to try and get it for a bit cheaper. Because if we don't, then she might cause a bit of a scene herself. But I just want to check what conversation we have with a person that we've already spoken to? Do we start the conversation from scratch, or do we just talk to them like we've talked to them before? I don't know.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned.
Oh, yes.
She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cubulatus Dacias won't give it to me.
I'm sorry. I wish I could help.
It's too late. She just slipped away.
Okay, so unlike last time, this time I'm going to speak with her a bit further because...
No, now it's fine. I can't afford to wallow here, and I need the distraction.
Excellent.
What's on your mind?
A whole host of stuff, apparently. Just like that. So I think the conversations that you have with these people that you've already spoken to before are a little bit condensed, which is good. Right, okay, so tell us a bit about yourself, Lucretia. You know, you've just lost a patient. Now would be a good time to take your mind off things.
I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Navia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up.
The lady wasn't dead yet as you talked to her this early. Yes. So I think if we run here very, very, very quickly in the next cycle, we might be able to speak with the dead woman who might give us some more information about the poisoner, possibly. Just remind me next time, so that I don't forget. Okay, so basically she's not the physician, she's covering for Navia, who's missing. So that's Navia that's missing. Scintilla is also missing. Tell me more about this Navia.
Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good, too. Until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying.
What?
But I had no idea what she was talking about.
That's...
The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, she was muttering to the statues. Like she could talk to them.
Oh.
And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
And who might this patient be?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Navia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace.
I'll see what I can do. I'm a very busy man.
Thanks, I suppose.
Figure out a treatment for rheumatism. Oh my god. You can't finish this game in 5 hours, surely. Unless you... there's umpteen people, there's 20 odd people to speak to. That'll take 5 hours in itself, and then you've got to think about the puzzles. I mean, come on. Good evening, Ariane. Yes, Ariane. Welcome back. We were talking about her speaking to the statues. I also keep hearing these statues whisper. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal.
I'm not normal.
There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Navia, and she went a little mad.
A little mad? Let me just move this a little bit. There we go. I think she's already told us about Navy, hasn't she? So forget that.
Anything about what?
What about this Iulia?
Sure. What do you want to know?
Do you think she was poisoned? Or do you think she tried to kill herself?
Do you really want to know? I mean, if somebody poisoned her, then surely they would have broken the golden rule, and so maybe it's best we don't discuss it.
Is there any reason why she might have wanted to die?
I haven't seen her in months. She's not allowed to leave Malleolas' villa, and they are quite secretive.
Okay, I reckon this has got something to do with the election, you know. I reckon Malleolas has orchestrated this for some strange reason. Just a hunch. Hello, Shelley. So just confirm again what poisoned her. Do you know what poisoned her?
Hemlock, I believe.
Hemlock, Hemlock, right. Not Shylock. Okay.
Gladly.
What do you think about this golden rule?
A city without sin might sound good on paper, but whoever dreamt it up didn't think it through. Maybe it was an attempt to create some kind of utopia. But snakes like Dacia's will always find loopholes to exploit. And what can we do about it? Absolutely nothing. In some ways, we are worse off because we can't take the law into our own hands.
What, like you trying to assault Decius? Yeah. Do you happen to know a way out of here, do you?
I wish. Some people here need proper medical care, not the half-baked, hanging by a thread excuse for treatment I'm giving them. Just don't get sick or injured here. I'll do my best to treat you, but I'm out of my depth and dangerously short on everything you can imagine.
Dangerously short and not a physician. Why the hell are you in here? Is my first question.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured.
No.
Day or night, I'll do what I can.
I'd probably get better treatment from the farmer outside whose name escapes me. The British farmer guy. Oh god, that statue, sorry. It's a family show. Oh! Do I know you? There's no need to be flipping rude. Good morning to you too.
Name's Rufus. Better watch your step.
Rufus. And what are you all about, Rufus?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province.
Seleucia?
But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
I see. I see. And why are you still wearing... No, in fact, how did you end up here? Did it involve a river? Perchance?
Same way as everyone else.
Yeah. Oh. Man of few words. Okay, why are you still wearing armour? Oh yeah, not much of a talker. Well, I see. Seeing as I made a comment, I might as well say it in the game.
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Rheumatism? Rheumatism, right? Don't ask me how I know. I'm just very good at things. I'm one of them psychic types. Don't mean to startle you. Have you heard of tarot?
Nobody is supposed to know about that.
Oh
Did Lucretia tell you?
no! I told you I am psychic. I've got strange powers.
Gah. Look, I haven't been at my best lately. All my joints ache constantly, and the pain. It has a way of messing with your head. I get stirred up by things that shouldn't bother me, and then there's the statues, and my doubts about my faith. And I just want to scream.
Oh dear.
You want to help me? Do what Lucretia hasn't been able to do. And find me something to make the pain go away. Until then, get out of my face.
Huh? Get out of my face. That's one way to get somebody to help you, isn't it? Yeah. Help me, otherwise get the hell out of my face. Oh. Well, Rufus, you'll excuse me if I don't make your rheumatism, rather, my topmost priority. If you'd have been a bit kinder, perhaps I might have done. Okay, let's carry on. How? Speak to me. Speak to me, statue. How? How? Give me a clue, will you? Bloody hell. Okay, so that's where the Roman bread is. What are these little things? Little candles. Where's that Greek fella? We didn't finish speaking to him before. Ah!
A fellow traveler from a faraway land.
Ah, it's you again. Is this your shop? Georgius.
I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I.
Yes. I need some questions answering.
My friend, your words intrigue me more and more. But yes, very well. Ask me what you will.
Now, he told us about he's from Greece. He came here on a boat. Golden Rule, what does he think about it? I can't remember, but it wasn't anything important. Who are you going to vote for? Not irrelevant right now. Do you know a way out of here?
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Oh, sorry. Did I say the wrong thing?
Have you not been told about the last attempt?
The last attempt? The last attempt? No. What is this about?
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
Hello, Edmund. Oh, well, we've got lots of time on our hands, haven't we? Because we're in an endless loop. Take your time, buddy. Not as if I'm going anywhere.
Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape?
Yes.
It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question.
Damn.
For it is simply too steep and too far.
Okay.
But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
That sounds a bit far-fetched. Not quite as far-fetched as being stuck in a time warp continuum, but still. And just out of interest, why hasn't anyone done that already?
They have. I am getting to that.
Alright, I'll carry on.
There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Got it. Yeah, got it. Don't try to escape with ladders. Okay. I'll be going now.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Excellent. We know who he's voting for. He's voting for that Meliodas fella, because we heard the vote, remember? In the last session, we heard the vote in all its... Excuse me, Georgius. Your rug is a bit all over the place. It needs a bit of straightening out. Anybody else find that rather irksome? Ugh. Straighten your rug, man. So dyes were extracted from plants and insects and used obviously to dye clothing. Oh, and we've got more statues here. Oh God. Well, we've been given free reign, of course, to inspect people's possessions and stuff. So that is all we're doing. what the magistrate has told us that we are able to do. Oh my god. Right, Georgie. So he's told us
You look well, my sartorial friend.
that somebody has tried to escape already. Right, who's this fella? Oh dear. Bit of graffiti. Oh. Hello there. Sinner. Who's the sinner? The guy in here? Who owns this? Maybe he owns it.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death? I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
Oh. Yes, tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
Don't I? Tell me about the history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
But isn't it common for Romans to copy Greek art and architecture?
Well, yes, that could be the reason.
Could be, yeah.
Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Tell me more about the architecture.
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
That is brilliant. That's brilliant. Hey, but if they bring water into the city, could we maybe use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just
Oops.
talking about that could anger the gods for all we know.
Sorry.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Figure out how to get into the upper cistern. Holy cow. Okay, what about that temple up on the bluff?
You mean the Great Temple?
That's the one, yeah.
This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
But there will be a way inside because we need to speak to that Ivina? What's her name again? She's the one that's locked it up. Right, let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Right, Virgil, you like to talk, don't you, sir? Okay, aqueducts. Why does somebody think you're a sinner? The graffiti here.
Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company.
Oh, I see.
And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagos, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
Should we really ask him to go on? I mean, he likes a good story, doesn't he? It'll be time for the vote by the time we're finished with him. Oh, please do go on.
In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Okay, so do you know who's writing the graffiti?
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too.
Oh.
The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there
I can,
are any
yes.
of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding.
They were
All
responsible
I know
for
is,
that?
if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
Oh, well, you know what? Virgil, I like you. You tell a good story. Let me look into it for you.
What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless.
Oh, completely
I'm
selfless.
glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists
Oh,
are.
I know who it is, that old
Or
hag.
maybe ask around among the merchants here.
Near the pub.
Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something.
Don't worry.
If you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
I'll see what I can do. Ask the merchants in the forum for clues about Virgil's secret admirer. Oh, all of the... We'll just collect all the quests for the first couple of loops, and then we'll start to piece them all together and start to have a plan for how we're going to tie the ends together, you know? So it's in information gathering stage right now. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you.
Yeah.
But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
Yes, of course I know the difference.
Good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers.
Oh, go on.
The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option.
Oh. And how do you remove a god from power?
Good question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought.
Destroy the temple! Destroy the temple! How are we going now?
Nice to talk to you.
Yes, I gathered that. from your lovely stories. Right, let's... ooh, an anvil. A Roman anvil. It looks odd without a horn, but that must be a more modern innovation.
Salve.
A pair of bellows used for blowing air into the furnace. A Roman fire shovel made of bronze, smelling of ash. Oh! An accusatory note, which we shall take evidence. Virgil, they may not see you yet, but I want you to know I see you. Poor chap. Right, let's... Oh, hang on. Another accusatory note. Virgil, I know who you are and what you want. Turn away from this path before we all suffer for your sins. Okay. Why can't I collect these items? Examine. Nothing on the back of it. Okay, I can't take them apparently. On the back of that one? No. And another one there. Virgil, do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys us all? How flippin' awful. Right.
Sometimes I stare at the great temple on the bluff, and I think, whatever is in there, it has to be important.
Well, I'll tell you when I get in there, because I will get in there, I bloody well tell you that much. Right, I'll be back. Right, I shall eat and play at the same time today. Old habits die hard and all that. Right. So whilst I'm chatting with all the people, I'll eat and we'll talk with all the conversations. And then by the time we've finished eating, we'll have had a few more conversations. Probably we'll be at the end of the time loop situation, and then we shall start to piece together some pieces of the puzzle, I'm hoping. I mean, look at this. Look at this. And for dinner today is chicken chow mein, homemade. Chicken chow mein with some lovely... Well, chow mein is noodles, isn't it? So, yes, I am on my healthy eating, you see, so I'm a bit hungry because all I've had all day is a currant tea cake and some yogurt and fruit. That's it. Really am going all out health kick. Walked for 10 miles on Saturday. Absolutely. Right. Anyway, I'm going to eat and we'll carry on.
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacia, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
Okay, so I'm thinking we get him a bow, and he will give us the cure for the woman. That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, carry on.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacia. Terrible shame what happened to you, dear. But we just have to carry on, don't we? You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale. All right. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave. Fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named Acantha, push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing through a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up, and it's so full it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done. Of course I chose the cart. I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the cart, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide. And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin. Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here. I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking. Oh yeah, gotta watch out. Old Dacia has got your back though. It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk. Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet. Thank you, friend. I don't, I'm afraid, but I did overhear Fabia telling Georgie she saw something. She was headed to the baths not long ago. Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii. That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years? Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget? Very well. Another time.
Okay. So that little bit of a whisper there. He watches, and I'm assuming when they say he, they're talking about the god, the overarching almighty power. Which makes me think the statue's heads turn, right, when you're moving. So, if we want to commit a sin, like steal the resin, we need to ensure that none of the statues can see us. That's my theory. I'll leave that with you for a minute.
How'd you do?
Salve, Dooley. How are you doing today?
I'm sad. Am I going to die?
I don't think so, my friend. It's election day today. Perhaps our new magistrate will be kinder than Sentius and let you out.
I hope so. Galerius, what happens when you die?
You're not going to die anytime soon, Dooley.
My mother told me, when you die, a ferryman helps you cross a river and your spirit lives on in the underworld. Is that true?
Well, yes, but...
Is it true that if you were good, you get to go to Elysium, but if you were bad, you get punished forever and ever in Tartarus?
Something like that, but...
If I die and go to Tartarus because they say I've been bad?
I'm not going to let that happen to you, Dooley. I promise.
Thank you, Galerius. Thank you.
Now, I have more work to do, but I'll visit you again soon, all right?
All right, Galerius. See you then. Hello? My name's Dooley. I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up. I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure. Yes, but I wasn't. I was just looking. They said I did it more than once, but I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy. Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me? What does it say? My treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns, but when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me, except my friend Galerius. And Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady. Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust.
Don't you just love springtime?
But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot. Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what. Like Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If you help make him magistrate, he can get me out of here, and I can give you the key to my treasure. Hannibal said it was in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious. You're going to let me out of here? Really?
Right, I'm back with you, suitably refreshed. So lots of interesting developments here. First of all, we can actually get Galerius elected instead of that Malleus fella. Getting Galerius elected wouldn't cause the Golden Rule situation. Something about the cisterns. Now, we were told about the cisterns already. That's a potential way out. He's got a key. Interesting.
Oh. Please. I hate it here. It makes me very sad.
Okay, very good, very good. What do you think about the golden rule? We're asking a simpleton these questions who is obviously not going to know, is it?
Gold?
See?
You mean treasure?
We're wasting our breath. No, never mind. Yes, about this treasure.
My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad.
It's all very sad.
He said,
very sad,
if
very
anything
sad.
ever happened to him, he gave me this key. All I now know that...
Okay, are we going now, Dooley? Not to be confused with Officer Dooley, of course.
Bye-bye.
But perhaps just as stupid. What is it with people named Dooley? They have no sense. Right, where's Galerius? I heard him chuntering behind me. He's vanished. Oh, we'll get to him later. As I say, we're not rushing...
Salve!
Oh! Salve! Galerius?
I saw you use the device I made, and it worked!
What device?
Anyway, I'm sorry to ask,
Oh, the
but
zipline
is there
thing.
any chance you'd be willing to do me a favor?
How about you do me a favour and I do you a favour? What do you need, and then I'll give you what I need.
Well, I've been trying to get this rare flower from the rock spire in the middle of the lake. It's too steep to climb, so I hung a rope over the lake and made this pulley device, only I couldn't quite summon the nerve to use it. Do you think you could use the device again and try to get that flower for me?
Why do you need a random flower?
I don't really feel comfortable talking about it.
If I'm going to risk my neck on this strange device, dropping me into this lake and drowning, perhaps, you could tell me. Do you have a crush on someone?
Look, I'll tell you everything if you get it for me, alright?
What if I say, oh, fine.
Oh, thank you. It would help me a lot.
Okay.
There's no rush, just whenever you get a chance.
There is no rush, you're right. I'll see what I can do. Right, so. Hello, Austin, welcome. And somebody asked, Party Quest. Yes, this is the mod, the Skyrim mod. It's been converted into a standalone game now. So yes, that is correct. And how is the mystery going? Oh, Paul Daddick, good evening, welcome. It's going well, really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying this. It's a nice... I can take my... Bloody hell, love, just chill out. You can take your time, go at your own pace. We're just in the information gathering stage, but we're picking up loads of little bits of information, and it's just nice and chilled. The music's constantly playing in the background. Graphics are pretty good. I'm really enjoying this. We should be playing this on a Sunday. It's a prime Sunday relaxing. Well, mind you, it requires a bit of thought, doesn't it? Not quite relaxing. You've got to rack your brains, is it? But anyway, oh, Galerius, sorry about that, Galerius. I was just lost in thought there. Have you ever thought about running for magistrate? Have you ever thought about it?
I've bounced the idea around once or twice, mainly as a way of getting Dooley set free. God knows Sentius is never going to do it. But from what I hear, Malleolus has the elections stitched up. Nobody's going to take him on and win. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. I mean, he talks a lot about freedom, so I'm hoping if he's elected, he'll release Dooley from his cell. And that's good enough for me.
No. That's not going to happen. I'll get to that in a second, but why exactly is Dooley in the cell? It's difficult to get information out of him, if you know what I mean.
Because Sentius put him there. Poor Dooley was just wandering around looking for some imaginary treasure. Now a magistrate accused him of being a thief. That's nonsense, of course. Dooley's the most harmless man you'll ever meet. But Sentius really has it in for him, for some reason.
Because, folks, Sentius has something to do with this entire situation. He knows more than he's letting on, this Sentius fella, I'm telling you. Mark my words. Boy, mark them well. What film was that from? Mark my words, boy, mark them well. What was that? What film was that from? Matrix. Matrix, I think it was. Matrix Reloaded. Yes, about this whole Malleus thing. If he gets elected, trust me on this one, He's going to break the golden rule and kill us all.
And how could you know that? I mean, I don't like the man, but I don't see how you could know a thing like that.
Go ask Rufus. I'm psychic. I predicted his rheumatism, just like that. So trust me on this one, alright? He plans to have Sentius executed for treason.
You overheard him say that?
Yes.
Oh, why does that not surprise me?
I overheard it, yeah.
He and Sentius have despised each other for a long time now. Well, in that case, we need to find a way to make sure Malleolus loses.
We do.
Better yet, get him to withdraw altogether. If you can do that, and Sentius is the only candidate left, I'll run against him.
Right.
Deal?
You, sir, have a deal. How's it going now?
All right. See you around.
Okay, so there's a little bit of a development with the election situation. Okay, we've got to get Malleolus to step down. And then Gallienus.
Help!
Oh!
You have to do something.
Oh, it's Fabia!
A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon.
Wouldn't be a bow, would it?
To do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
How? I don't have a weapon.
None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city.
Bow!
You'll just have to improvise.
Improvise. Okay, I shall get right on it right now because this is urgent.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
What empty shrine? Maybe we shouldn't meet in there. Why not? Well, that's a perfect place to meet. Empty shrine, right in there.
The shrine is collapsing.
Fabia, no! Oh God!
Oh.
She's dead! Did anyone see that?
No!
The shrine just collapsed on her.
I didn't see a thing.
Oh, Fabia, why did you have to go in there?
Because I told her to. Should we have known that was going to happen? Because the game's like, are you sure you want to go into the shrine? That's not a good idea. But I'm trying to think, how did we know that the shrine was going to collapse? I don't recall seeing that before. I mean, obviously we know for future. We need to speak to Fabia because she knows something about potentially the person that's threatening Mr. Doodah, whose name escapes me. There's so many names. The German fella. No, you shouldn't have known that yet. Okay. Oh balls.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is?
Quinctius? I've only been here a day, and I don't know a Quinctius, I'm afraid.
I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you.
Okay.
I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
Yes. Yes, got it, yeah. Somebody in the last stream mentioned Emperor Nero, actually, I think. Just given the time period of the game. Because we got the year, didn't we, at the start? And he was right, whoever that person was. Right. Okay, yeah, completely and utterly got it, yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, no problem.
Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place?
As if that's gonna work. But if we die, we might try it next time. This is gonna sound really odd, but it's not a lie, trust me. We're a small community of strangers who arrived here all in the same method. We were in a river and we woke up and we were here, and I'm from the future, and I'm investigating some situation here where people have been turned into gold statues if we break a golden rule. Sounds a bit out there, but it's completely and utterly the truth. Yeah?
A small community. I was told Quintius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult.
No, I like the cult. What mystery cult? What mystery cult? What are you talking about?
Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras.
Mantras?
The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quintius did, those days are numbered.
Why didn't you describe Quintius? Why didn't you describe him to me? He might have used an alias, you see. He might be using a different name now if he's that bloody cultified. Anyway, you've got the wrong idea. We're not cultists here, we're law-abiding citizens, farmers, magistrates, people that get crushed by shrines. We have it all here.
You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
It's not a secret, we're trapped. But you seem to have just arrived, so perhaps maybe you could lead us to the way out.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave?
No, we're not allowed to leave. We physically can't leave. There's no way out. But I'm still confused because how have you got in? But we'll get to that. I'm sure you'll tell us in a minute.
Threatening me is not going to help you. But in any case,
I'm not threatening you.
That sounds an awful lot like a cult to me.
No.
And I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe?
No, this is the golden rule. It's the golden rule. It's not a mantra. It's a warning. A warning.
A distinction without a difference.
No.
You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense.
No, I haven't. No.
Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues?
I don't know. In fact, we didn't make them. They were people. And they have been turned into gold as a punishment. Completely plausible, this explanation, isn't it?
You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me.
God damn it. Look, we didn't turn them to gold. A god that shakes the ground if a sin is committed did it. Although we don't know which god. Oh, we can't tell him that because it's a cult, strange god, goldy turny god thing. But we're in too deep now already.
Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do, isn't it?
I thought,
Our God told us to do it.
No.
It's all clear to me now.
Oh.
The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice.
I didn't say any of that.
You're cultists.
I did not say any of that.
There's no doubt in my mind.
You're twisting everything.
What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quintius is.
Just lie to him.
Do not waste it.
Just lie to him. What can you tell me? Okay, first of all, please, just don't be hasty. As I said, if you can describe this Quintius to me, I might be able to he could have used an alias. Think about it. You look like a smart man.
Very well. Here's what I know.
Okay, good.
He's a 40 to 50-year-old man with distinctive eyes, one green and one blue.
One blue.
He's also known to have delusions of grandeur. The Emperor says he and his cult, your cult, are responsible for starting the fire which burnt half of Rome to the ground and killed thousands in the process.
And how do you know that?
All I know, all I care about, is that the Emperor believes he is guilty and wants him dead. The details are not my
How have you got
concern.
here?
This is your last chance. Are you going to tell me where he is or not?
I don't know who he is or where he is. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to look for somebody with one green eye and one blue eye. I have to talk to everybody again now. Oh, my phone is buzzing me. Been sat for too long. I haven't been sat for too long. Oh, just kill me, man!
Then you're of no use.
Just kill me.
Do you have any last words?
Yes. I have a few words. Jesus Christ, you're an idiot!
Aha, I knew it. Now it's my turn to tell you something. Once I'm done with you and Quintius, I intend to kill every last one of you wretched degenerates. And I can think of nothing I'd enjoy more.
Oh dear. Oh!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh! 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 The statue's come alive! How do I run? What's the run button? I've forgotten what the run button is. What's the run button? Left trigger. Get out of my way, people! Some random archer has sinned. If we don't make it back in time, do we die? Completely die? Go, 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 go! Well, that didn't end well. We died. Right, quickly, to the Shrine of Apollo. We might be able to catch that poor woman alive. Go! Go. Aye, whoa.
Salve, friend.
Shush.
I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
We've had this conversation before.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Galerius, Sentius, Golden Rule.
Drink last night. Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem. No problem. Right, move out my way. Thank you. Oh, how do I get on this thing? I need to be fast. Does it give me... God's sake, can you give me... Zip line, yes. Zip wire. Zip. Go! Woohoo! Oh. You can take your time to go back to the shrine. There's no limit. Just avoid the statues or they'll turn you into gold. Mr. Rheumatism. Oh, hang on. Ah! Hey, lady!
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium, but that Culus cumulatus Dacius won't give it to me. It's too late. She just slipped away.
Damn.
She was poisoned. She came in here from, and then that toad shrugs anywhere. So, and now I'll never. Well, unless you get me, I swear. Well.
Okay, so if we are quick, we can obviously get back in time to give her the antidote, but we need to steal the antidote first. Okay. How do we get this? I was convinced that we can steal this if we turn the statues' heads, but I don't think it's possible to turn the heads. Because when we look away from the statues, they all turn towards us to face us. So it can't be that, can it? Like, she's turning her head, but then when I go...
Hey, Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacia, I'm not making you a bow.
Can't you steal it and start a new day?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Run! Good idea. Oh my god, they're trying to hit me with the arrows. Aha! Hey, we're gonna see Sentius. Look, hiya Sentius, how you doing? Roast duck curry and rice. Ooh, nice. Good call. There's me trying to play like a goody two shoes. We can steal and just we could steal every last bit of denarii from every chest if we wanted, couldn't we? Right, siliphium resin. We have the siliphium resin now. Excellent. Right, we gotta go quick.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in this
I've got to dash. A life depends on it.
I don't think so.
Galerius, no problem. Bye, Galerius. I'll speak to you later. What's up this way? Now it's probably not the best time to start taking diversions, is it? Why have I come this way? Why have I come this way? If she dies because I've taken a bloody wrong taken a purposely wrong turn, I will be not very happy, Bunny. I can't jump. How do I jump? B.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned. She needs the resin of a plant called silphium.
Yes.
But that Culus cumulatus Dacias won't give it to me.
I know. I have silicium resin. It's a miracle. Just take it. Quick.
What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you.
Ah.
Hopefully in a moment she should be able to breathe normally.
Good.
That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing?
Oh.
And at this exact moment?
I don't know.
Are you some kind of oracle?
I don't... Well... I'm a time traveler.
A what? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments.
Let's hope so.
And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need.
It's fine. Let's go. I want to speak with Yulia.
That's a shame. Thanks again for saving Yulia's life. Apollo smiles upon you.
Where is she? Ah, Yulia! How are you doing?
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me.
Brown eyes.
I suppose.
And it's a man.
Something you wanted. Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest.
What happened to you?
As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions.
Are you worried about the golden rule?
The golden rule? That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far
Told you,
crueler.
didn't I? It's Malleolus. Is that who poisoned you?
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it.
Look, come on. I can't help unless you tell me what happened. I've saved your life. It's the least you owe me. Come on.
persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga.
Every story here is a long saga, I'm gathering. You old people have nothing better to do than conjure up long sagas, but don't worry. I have all the time in the world.
All right. I'd been here about a week. When it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did.
So if we go to Aurelia with because there's supposed to be like multiple endings in this game, and I reckon there's probably 1,000 denarii in chests scattered around the place. And if we were to get 1,000 denarii from all the chests and give it to Aurelia, I wonder if we could just quickly do a bunk and get the hell out of here. If she's not telling a lie, of course. Anyway, why would he lend you so much money? Just like that.
I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years.
30 years?
But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out.
Oh, this is the crux.
Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
Hemlock? She gave you something to kill yourself with. Very clever, very sly, because technically it does what it says on the tin, gets you out, but not in the way she meant. That's very devious.
Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd tried to escape without paying him back. Only he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning.
And that didn't break the golden rule?
That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear. I'd signed over my labor for 30 years and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the golden rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths.
So you drunk the potion?
He locked me in his villa.
No, what's a villa?
Confiscated everything I owned as collateral. And made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked, day in, day out. His wife, Claudia, was just as bad. She sent me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks.
I could walk a few laps.
I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock.
Right, there we go. So you poisoned yourself?
I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it.
Yes, well, I'm sorry to hear that.
I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid.
So, what happens now?
When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course.
Can I do anything to help?
I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
Okay, how much would it cost to buy your freedom? 1,000 denarii.
A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Opius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together.
Opius.
He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Figure out how to stop Ulpius from killing himself. Oh my god. Maybe I can help him too.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time.
Not now, but...
I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but... thank you.
I'll see what I can do.
All right.
Oh.
But please don't take too long.
Oh, she's not even finished yet. Right, what's your story?
You mean my life story?
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Well, I grew up as part of a big family in Rome. Me and 3 older sisters.
She's another one.
Our father found good husbands for my sisters, but I wasn't cut out for that kind of life. So he found me a job as a scribe for a prominent merchant. It was a good life for a while, until 7 months ago when the fires came. My colleagues and I worked desperately to try to protect our warehouse. We must have had 100 workers passing buckets of water, chanting prayers to Vulcan, but they fell on deaf ears. The fire was relentless and it claimed everything and everyone. Well, almost everyone. My employer told me to grab what valuables I could and flee for the Tiber with the crowds. I remember diving into the river and then... the next thing I knew, I was waking up on the riverbank not far from here.
I remember diving into the river. Right, okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Thank you. But to be honest, sometimes I think dying in that fire might have been a blessing, given what's happened since.
I understand. Do we? Yeah, we understand. Yes, yes, yes. Do you know a way out of here? Oh God, do we dare? Do we dare? Yeah. Thank you, Taria. It is a it's a pair of pajamas. Not my choice. It was a Christmas gift. As you well know, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but hey.
If that's your idea of a joke, it's not funny. Go away.
Sorry.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Right. So that is Iulia. Right, I need to find somebody with a green eye and a... green eye, blue eye? Green eye, blue eye. Green eye, blue eye? No, two blue eyes. I bet it's this Dacia fella. What about you? Hey, stop walking. Green eye, blue eye? Huh?
Hey, Virgil. How much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacia, I'm not making you a bow.
But why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
You got to... Is
there
it?
are no other weapons.
It's the
in
shadows.
City. We all went along with the magistrates.
I think it's the shadows.
So it wouldn't be an issue.
That's That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
2 blue eyes. I need a man with a green eye and a blue eye. I bet it's Malleolus, you know.
Greetings
You're
and salutations.
going to have brown eyes. I bet you it's going to be... What is behind this locked door also? What is that? What is this? It's going to be somebody that we can't access easily, I think. Who are you?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you.
Oh!
I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
You're going to announce the election.
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from.
Very.
I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Okay, so what would have been the proper greeting and the proper way to ask it then?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office.
I see.
By which time you would already know how to address me.
Okay.
And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is.
I agree.
So, let's do it your way.
Yes.
You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Oh, well, glad we're on the same page, love. So, how did you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
Well, a young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river and sent me in here.
Karen, you say?
Karen, yeah.
And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
Well, me and a few friends had a bit of a jest about that, actually, because, you know, the name has taken a bit of a negative connotation quite... Whoa, you're doing the eyebrow thing. It's an older name. Not uncommon.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
No, what? No, please. I was going to say spit it out, but I won't say that to a Vestal priestess. What were you going to say?
I apologise. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking.
Do go on.
Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too?
I have.
I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
I noticed lots of patterns, love. I noticed lots of patterns. They're all on the River Tiber, and then poof, here we are. But can you elaborate a bit? You've been a bit coy.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Livia? What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed. She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself. Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help.
Is that the old hag we saw?
She just looked at us with this haunted stare.
Yeah, her.
Called us bloodless shadows and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated.
Cultist.
Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the golden rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her. I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful, will you?
I may have already noticed a pattern, actually.
You have? Then what is it?
3 strands. Some people mentioned a coin. We all arrived with a coin.
Yes, I suppose that could be something. But then most of us do tend to carry coins on our person, don't we? What else?
And some people also mentioned a river.
Yes, I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current.
Yes.
What else?
And also, some people mentioned an encounter with a stranger on the riverbank. Did they? I did that. But did they? I can't remember anybody else saying that. Maybe I missed it. But Dominius didn't miss it.
Yes. I also had such an encounter. It's as I feared.
Oh.
I think I understand what poor Livia has been going through.
What's happened?
You mentioned earlier you met a young woman in the forest named Karen.
Yes, Karen, yes. Yes, that's right, yes.
I see. And was this Karen by any chance wearing a hood?
Yes, she was. A hoodie, as we call it in today's times. A hoodie top. How could you have known that?
Because I've seen her before. There's something I think.
What the hell's happening here?
I think you'd better follow me to the baths.
To the baths? It's not safe in there. An assassin arrived.
What? How could you know that? And why are you talking to me instead of doing something about it? Please, go and stop him and come back to me once we're no longer in danger.
Oh, she's about to show us. She's about to show us some revelation here. But the assassin is in the way. And to placate the assassin, we have to tell him where Quintius is. And he's somebody with a blue eye and a green eye, who we're looking for at the minute. Oh, God. How it all fits together so frustratingly well. Right, who's got a green eye and a blue eye? Come on, somebody. Who are you? You? Do you have green eye, blue eye? No, stop.
What is it, citizen?
Nothing. Can we talk about... No, I'm not bothered about Scintilla right now. Scintilla can go to hell. Scintilla is far down my list of priorities.
All right.
I need a man with a green eye and a blue eye. I need to go speak with the magistrate. She will guide you. Who's the she? I reckon the she is the woman that we've just spoken to. She will guide us. We need to get rid of the assassin, right? Oh, there's so much going on. So many different strands and threads. So many strands and so many threads. So many puzzles. To solve. Equetia. Right. I don't want to cause a scene here, right? But if I steal and there's nobody watching, is it going to cause a scene? Now's a good time to end this cycle as any. She is looking away. There is no statue looking upon us. So let's try it.
The many shall suffer.
Damn. I've nicked... Oh! Run! Sensuous? Where am I? I'm coming, Sensuous. I'm coming. Right past an archer golden person. No. Okay, I was just Hey! Still nothing. Okay, so my theory about stealing things with statues aren't looking is obviously unfounded. But of course, we have some denarii in our inventory now, right? We have some denarii in our inventory. We have 91 denarii. I reckon we should just go around nicking every single chest full of denarii that we can possibly find until we get to 1,000, because 1,000 seems to be the magic number here. And then if we need 1,000 denarii, we have it. That's what I think. Right. Okay, so the next question also is... We don't need her alive right now, but Julia is going to die again, right? So for her little questy thing, we have to save the other guy as well. So we'd have to save her Oh man. Many thoughts.
Salve,
many
friend.
puzzles.
I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Show me your eyes. I am Dominus Oxtentius, and I need you to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
Iulia's dying, but Lucretia can't help her without the Cilician. Take some of it and go quickly. Oh, it's a shortcut. It's a way to keep her alive without you having to do it every time. I like this. Oh, yeah, so you go save her, and I'll busy myself going to save her other friend, who's on the bluff. And we could do it at the same time.
Iulia? Oh no. Alright, I can do that.
Ah! Now go! Fast as you can.
I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all
I'll
this.
explain later. Wow! How handy is that? I don't know where this bluff is yet though, so... Where's the bluff? That up there is the bluff? Is that the bluff? How do you get up there? Is that the bluff?
Salve.
Galerius, move it. Where's the bluff that I'm supposed to be saving this other guy from? You know, now that I'm here and all that, I might as well try and make myself useful. Hello? Anybody wanting to throw themselves to death? No? No? Hey, look! That's the flower in the middle of the lake. So do I have to drop down onto that and time it right to get the flower? Okay. Oh, there's the bluff. Up here. Up where? So many things to do. So many distractions. I can't focus on one task. What's up here? What on earth? Where am I going? I'm getting lost. I'm getting completely, utterly lost. Okay, this might be the bluff, actually. I might be too late. Oh, this is the temple. This is the temple. Make a to-do list. No, we can't have a to-do list. It would be too easy. I'll just keep going round in circles, getting distracted, running around like a headless chicken, doing things in no logical order. I don't know whether to find somebody with a blue eye or a brown eye, blue eye and a green eye first, or whether to try and rescue a man that's going to jump to his death, or whether or not to pick a flower in the middle of the... I don't know. I do not know. Right, this is a temple that's closed, right? So now that we're here, today's task, should we choose to accept it, is to see if we can enter the locked temple. Seems like a good idea to me. Oh, hello.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not?
Octavia?
How are you faring so far?
I just need to talk to Opius, just who's behind you, if you don't mind.
All right, well, it was lovely to meet you. I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months. And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
No! Opius!
Oh, no. No. Opius, what are you doing? Get back from there.
Opius?
If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
What? Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Opius. Please just think this through.
Please.
If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
Listen to the woman, Opius.
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Opius.
Let me speak.
Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all.
Get out of the way!
I don't know what to do. I've never had to deal with this sort of thing. Please, you need to talk to him.
Step aside, love. You're wasting time. I'll speak to him.
Thank you. And please,
Choose your words carefully.
Opius! Opius! Can we talk, Opius?
Let me guess. You're going to lecture me on how suicide is a crime against the Empire.
No, Opius. No, no. No. I was just gonna ask what's wrong.
I screwed up my life. That's what's wrong. I borrowed money, and when I couldn't pay it back, I wound up in debt bondage. I'll be stuck slaving away for that Culus Cumulatis Malleolus for the rest of my life. I am out.
No.
Wherever you are, Scintilla, my love. I'm sorry.
Opius, no!
We were not destined to save him the first time round.
I can't believe he went through with it. Oh, Lord. That poor lamb.
He was Scintilla's lover. This is perhaps not the right time to bring this up, but his suicide didn't break the golden rule. I wonder what that means.
Well, I suppose it means suicide isn't a sin under the golden rule. So I guess that means whichever god is responsible for it. It isn't mine.
I see. Well, what happens? What happens now? A funeral, maybe? I don't know. We scrape him up from the floor?
I'll have to let everyone know what's happened. And I guess Malleolus will have to clean up the mess in his villa. It's of his own making, after all. And I'd best pray for poor Opius.
Yeah, you better pray, love. Better say your prayers. Right. I mean, I could do with really speaking to... Oh, she's run off. Well, maybe we speak to her when we saved Opius. Oh, look! Didn't we need to find a way into Malleolus's villa? What's that swirling stuff? Oh, it's water! Can we not jump into the pool? What if we were to hit the pool from this great height? Would we die? It's not a very deep pool, is it? We need a way into his villa. It's a good place to scout. Looks like a way in. What, from this great height? No way we are making that. There's no way. Okay. But we can't die, so maybe we can try it. This is locked, right? I would not try it in real life. No. The Great Temple door is locked. There's no way to speak to anybody. Could always save it and try. We don't even have to save it, do we? We can just jump in. And if we die, well, we start the time loop again. A new loop. Hey, oh! There's a missing piece. It seems somebody removed a plaque from here. I need to find it to decipher the meaning of the obelisk. Oh! There's a plaque missing from the obelisk. We'll talk about a chance happenstance. That's a minor miracle I found that. Removed a plaque. Right, okay. So what is that building over there then? That's another elegant building, isn't it? Right, do you know what we're going to do? We're going to leave that for now. We know who Scintilla's lover is, so we can go and speak to her sister about her lover, maybe, and get some more information that way. I just need to speak to the magistrate, because I want to see if he's got an eye. But I think I want to pluck a flower from the middle of the lake. I don't know why. I like Galerius. I'm going to help him. I like that Galerius fella. If you were going to try to help me, my dear, you won't be whispering when I'm walking past. You would give me something more tangible to work with. So stop your blathering. Give me strength. Dive after Opius. Right. Where the hell is this flower? So how do you get off this? I need to land on the flower. I need to be accurate enough to land on the flower. Maybe Opius landed in the water too. Maybe it did actually. But in real life, you would not survive that fall. I mean, it is a game, but I would imagine that if you were to fall from that great height, you would still die in the game too. Surely. How do you get off the zipper line also? Oof. Well, that didn't work very well. I've fallen. Can I go in the water or will I die? Can I swim? Hey, is that a chest? I've got 3 denarii! I've got 3 denarii! That's not stealing! And what are you doing? You're pulling a golden apple from the tree. Yeah, we have to get the... Hey, what's that over there? Is that another chest? Hang on a second. I can't... Look, we've got lots of hidden little chests here. A 326 denarii every loop. Will that happen every loop? Oh. How? How can I help you? Speak to me. Speak to me! How do you zoom the camera? How do you zoom? Okay. How do I get that chest right there? That is the next saga. There's a chest right there. Tempting. There's a way in the back door. There's like a little way to get in that. I think. Is there no like an alternative way in? See you later, Ariane. I don't know where I'm going now. I'm in. Oh! A fletched arrow, denarii, and a bottle of wine. Possibly the last bottle of wine in the city. Oh my god! So we've got 471 denarii, most of which we didn't steal, a flashlight, an inscribed stone tablet, a citizen register, which I don't think is updating as we're going along. Or is it? Is it updating as we go along? Hannibal possibly died in the cistern. Okay, what we're going to do, I'm just going to go through this list of names to see if we've spoken to everybody yet. So bear with me. I'm trying to get my head around all of this. So Aurelia. Tavern keeper. Not spoken to her. She's evil. Evil woman. Claudia. Not spoke to her yet. Wife of Malleolus. Decius. Merchant. Greedy. We're done with him. He wants a bow though. And we know where a bow is. Domitius. Malleus's guard. We've spoken to him. Nasty piece of work. Julius. Is that Dooley? Is that Dooley for short? He's imprisoned. Got a key. We need to get Galerius elected to become magistrate to potentially release him to give us the key to get to the cistern. Don't know why, but there's something in the system, some great treasure, apparently. Aquitia, the priestess, will show us something about the pattern if we get rid of the man with the archery. To get rid of the man with the archery, we potentially need to find somebody with a green eye and a blue eye. Who could be Quincius. Fabia knows something about who's writing the letters to that architect guy. She collapsed dead under the shrine thing. Never again, though. We shall save her every time. Oh, she's a baker as well. Galerius, our good British friend, farmer. Could be magistrate soon. Georgius, our merchant, Greek merchant friend. We like him. Hannibal, dead. Probably in the cistern. Maybe. Horatius, the guard to the magistrate. Kabash, fisherman. I'm going to say we're not seeing him. It's because he's disappeared. Okay. Julia, debt bondswoman. We can save her. And Ulpius. Suicide pact, something going on there. Livia, hairdresser. Now refuses to work. Where's Livia? Old lady. Bit mental. Old hag, as we call her. That's Livia. Need to speak with her. So need to speak with Livia. Need to speak with Aurelius. Lucretia, nurse, not a physician. Malleolus, need to get into the villa to speak to him. Navia, physician, in the temple. Or the palace. Can't get in. Octavia. Cleaning the guard in the lower level villa. Wasn't that who we just spoken to? Octavia. Chatted a lot. Almost got, she got Opius killed, basically. Blame you. Too much talking. Rufus. He's the guy with the illness. Rheumatism. Sentia. Snot-nosed child. Centilla. Missing. Was going out with Opius, apparently. Sentius. Magistrate. Opius. Dead. Virgil. Our German architect friend. Okay, so we've pretty much met everybody then. We've either spoken to them directly or we've seen them. The temple is different to the palace. The palace is the huge building you saw from the other side. Oh, so that was the temple, not the palace. So we need to visit the palace then. We need to visit Aurelia. We need to visit Livia. We need to get into the villa to speak to the people in the villa. There's 2 people in there at least. Malleolus and his missus. His partner in crime. Okay. Stop. Oh. Wrong way. Why would I need a bottle of wine? This looks like a rather shady part of town. What are you guys all doing here? What's happened in here? Where am I? What the hell part of town is this? Domitius. Theophilus had an orgy with 4 girls here and disappointed all of them equally. Domitius, you rude man. Metal dice tower designed to stop people from cheating when rolling dice. Clearly cheating must be a problem among Romans. Really? Was that a thing? Proper... Domitius has been training. What's he training for? He's training to duel the magistrate, from what I can remember. Purple carrots. Obviously, we learnt last session that the carrots of the yesteryears were... Oh! Were purple. Just a woman there wondering what the hell I'm doing.
Vote for Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern.
You! You! I'm so horrified I can't speak. You!
Ah, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit.
Black-eyed freak!
I'm Aurelia. And I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. You're not like any Roman man I've ever seen. You seem so refined, so civilized.
Oh, she knows how to sweet talk, doesn't she? Oh dear, dear, dear. Don't waste your breath. I know exactly what type of person you are.
How dare you? Get away from me, you pig.
Okay, so if we want information from Aurelia in the next cycle or two, perhaps don't say that. Play along. Let her sweet talk us. Let us maybe allow... a way to get in the villa! Get 1,000 denarii. Let her sweet talk us. She'll probably say, oh, I've got a way out of here. Give me 1,000 denarii. And then we've got a bond, a debt bond to the Malleolus fella, and we'll be in his villa. Because that's where she ended up, old Julia, where Opius would have ended up. So if we do the same, we should end up in the villa under a debt bond to him. I think that's the key to getting into the villa. What would be of that? There's a layer of small insects drowning on the surface. I think I'll stick with my recently acquired wine, thank you. If you don't mind me saying so.
You stay away from my money.
What money? I don't know what you're talking about, stay away from your money. What, you mean this money in here? Oh, it's locked. Damn. A vial? Not containing poison. Oh. Give me that.
The many
Give me that.
shall suffer
Give me that.
for the sins of the one.
Go! 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 See ya, love! See ya! You deserve that! Ah! Bloody hell, she gave me a heart attack, that woman. I don't know where I'm going. What's the rush? What's the rush? What is the rush? I don't know. I'm panicking. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Go, 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 go. Go. Go! Oh, heavens. 2k denarii. I didn't take a diary. It don't matter, I've got a key. I'll come back for it. I'm in a state of panic here. Note from Livia. The place is called Accursed. Here, Titius offers his innards to be torn, stretched out over 9 fields. You, Tantalus, cannot reach... why can't we take notes? The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Where the flippin' hell am I? Don't panic, don't panic. I'm not panicking. Who said I was panicking? Hello? I don't even know where I'm going. I wanted a diary, but I've lost. I'm lost. Oh, we'll have to get another cycle. I need to take stock of what I've got. And we're back. Right, go. You, sir.
Salve, friend.
Salve, friend.
Galerius.
I'm Galerius.
Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Yes. I am Dominius Extentius, and I need you to take care of some things urgently.
Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
I need you to go to
Yulia? Oh no. All right, I can do that.
Good. Go, now!
I'll go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Oh, I'll find you later, don't you worry. Preferably with a big flower. Right. Okay. Okay. This pauses the game. Let's just take a breather. Take a breather here. Things are developing quite quickly here. Very quickly indeed. We have an inventory containing 2,660 denarii. I feel rich all of a sudden. Flashlight, tower, register, loaf of bread. And look, zipline. Letter from Sentius to Dooley. Yeah. So we need to speak to him, actually, about that, possibly. We've got the siliphium resin, which is just given to Hemi there. We've got a fletched arrow ×3. Just need a bow to go with it. We have a bottle of wine. And a key to Aurelia's chest. We can read her diary entry without stealing it this time, if we want to. Because that diary entry could be important. So... excellent. So in terms of the quests, let's just get a bit of order to the situation if we can. Let's take a breather in this cycle to be a bit more efficient with our time. So, create a time paradox. Okay, we get that. Very good. The golden rule and the common thread. Equatia says everyone in the city has something right. Okay. Tell Lucretia some people... yeah. So we need to speak to her again, but we can't do that until we've got rid of the assassin fella. Still looking for a green-eye, blue-eye person. Figure out how to make Malleus drop out of the election. Meeting Malleus could be a good start. We might have a way into that, so let's... kind of thinking maybe we should try that out now, because that's quite a big thing, right? Getting into Malleus's thing. Malleus's villa. Speak to Malleus. Could be a good, could be a big thing. I might do this one next in this cycle. Locked villa. We might have a way in. Centilla. To speak to him. We might do that this cycle as well. So we'll rush up to there. We'll rush up again to see Opius. Speak to him. See how far we get with him. Ask him about Centilla. See what happens there. And then once we've done with him, we go back exactly the way we came. And we get into the pub again. We'll leave the palace for now. We need to speak to Navy about that, so we'll leave that for now. We'll leave that for now. Fabia, we'll speak to her a bit later. Bo, we can do that a bit later. Galerius, yeah, we'll do that later. Because we've got to get Malleus to drop out, which we need to speak to him about first. Obtain a flower for Galerius. I need to get creative. How to neutralise the armed man. Maybe a blue-eye and green-eye person isn't here after all, and we have to find an alternative way to neutralise him. I'm not so sure. Permanent solution. Right, okay. So, we'll go for the most urgent task first, which is making sure Opius doesn't kill himself this time. And then we'll take it from there. Oh! 67 denarii just lying about. So it's funny how all this money is now suddenly coming to us, isn't it? 1 minute we're flat broke, the next minute we're loaded. Not all of it by ill-gotten gains, but most of it. Oh, who is the she? I'm not listening to you. You're just trying to confuse me. I'm not listening. Right, Opius. Opius, Opius, Opius.
Salve, friend.
I'm Octavia.
Salve.
Welcome to life under the golden rule.
Salve, yes.
It's a ghastly thing, is it not?
Yes, yes.
How are you faring?
Well, I'm having a lovely day. A lovely day. Actually, okay. I don't want to take my headset off this, but speaking of time warps, this is quite funny. I've just literally thought about this right this second. I watched a film on Saturday that involved a man living the same day over and over again. It's not Groundhog Day. I know that film. It's a modern film, and he was trying to. Some people were trying to kill him. One of you people will have seen it. It's on Amazon Prime. Can't remember the name of it. No, not Groundhog Day. No. It's a modern day film, action film. Man living the same day over and over again. People are trying to kill him. His wife was a scientist or something, and she worked for this guy. Edge of Tomorrow? That doesn't ring a bell. No. Tom Cruise. Happy Death Day. I've seen this. Okay, we must get to the bottom of this mystery before the guy from Marvel and his son. Boss level. Yes, boss level. That rings a bell with me. That rings a bell with me. Boss level. Let's try it. Let's have a look. Boss level. Is that right? Yes, that's the one. Well done, Dacia. That's well done. Well done. Yeah, I watched that on Saturday. And that had a bit of a time looping kind of. It just reminded me the game reminded me of that. Sorry. I don't know why. Yeah, whatever. I need to talk to Opius.
All right. Well, it was lovely to meet you.
Good.
I look forward to getting to know you better over the coming months.
Yeah, you will, yeah.
And if you ever...
I can't believe this is how it ends.
Going through this all again, are we? Oh. No.
Opius, what
yes,
are you
yes,
doing?
yes.
Get back from there. If you lose your balance, you'll fall.
That's the idea.
No, Opius.
Why? Why would you want that?
Why do you think I'm stuck for the rest of my life working for a man who treats me like an animal?
I know things are hard for you right now. They're hard for all of us. We're all in this together, Opius. Please just think this through. If you do this, it could be the sin that seals all of our fates. Is that what you want?
I'm sorry, but I just don't care anymore.
Please, Opius. Help him. If he goes through with it, it could be the end for us all.
Okay, I'll talk with him.
Thank you. And please, choose your words carefully.
I'm an expert in negotiation. Opius! Is this what Centella would want?
You know about that?
Of course I do.
How is that possible?
Psychic.
I mean, I've never mentioned it to anyone.
You'd never believe me if I told you, Opius. Like a lot of people around here, it's a long story. But if you step away from that ledge, I might tell you all about it.
Well, if you say so. You don't understand. I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want it all to be over.
And it will be over. Because I can maybe help solve your problem.
It's too late for that. Julia and I made a pact. And she's already swallowed hemlock this morning.
Aha!
If I backed out now, I'd be betraying her.
No, wait.
I can't do that.
Wait just a second. Lucretia was able to get some siliphium in time to save her. She's going to be perfectly fine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That changes things a little.
Just a tad, yeah.
We're still in debt bondage to that monster.
I'll sort that as well.
Unless you happen to have 2,000 denarii to pay off both of our debts.
Actually, I might have 2,000 denarii. Actually.
Really? Wait. So, I guess you'd want me to work for you then?
2 grey eyes, he's safe. No. You'd be free. Because I'm having a good day today. It's the 4th good day today that I'm having, actually.
You'd do that for us? A couple of complete strangers?
Well, of course. You see, what you don't know is I've got millions of denarii just lying around. Don't worry about it. Rich patrician me.
It seems today we are both blessed. This did not turn out how I thought. Thank you, friend. I never thought people like you existed.
Oh. Well, I thought we were going to go take the money to Malleolus ourselves and say, Malleolus, got 2,000 buying off their debt bondage. If we are giving the money, we no longer have 1,000 denarii now to try my theory out, do we? We're going to have to nick another 1,000 denarii from somewhere. How are we going to do that? Oh. Take it through my clenched hand.
Thank you. I'll go and pay off our debts immediately.
Can I follow you?
I just wish there was some way I could repay you. But I have nothing but the tunic on my back.
Don't worry about it.
I'll go and take care of things with Malleolus and tell Yulia the good news. Thanks again, friend. I'll never forget what you did for us.
Okay. Another question I have now then is, in the next cycle, do we have to do all this again? I don't think the game would make us do it, because it didn't make us do it with Uvula. You will forget. Yes, you will. Right. Next. What is this missing piece? Okay, let's not get confused. Let's not confuse things. You! Zipline! Woohoo! Right. White flower. Get me a white flower. Get me a white flower. Now. Oh, so close! Bloody hell. How do I get out of here? I'm going in circles. I'm confused. Okay, so does this reset? It resets every time! It resets every time! All the cash. Good night, Ollie. Oh, it resets every time. Excellent news. Excellent news indeed. So we can just nick $2,000 off her again. We'll nick her $2,000 a second time. But will that work though? Oh, I don't know. We're going to have to try it. We're going to have to try it. Oh. So, let's have a look. So, intruder. So, we've solved a permanent solution. Yeah? We've solved these two now. So, if we reset time, do we still have that solved, or do we suddenly regress back? And we should still have her key, right? Yeah. I kind of don't want to reset the time now for at this moment in time. I want to explore this area a bit more, possibly. Go see her diary.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You scare away my customers.
Yeah.
They follow their trades.
Chill out.
Imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again. You're in a world of your own.
Galerius for Magistrate, countered by I would rather drink Aurelia's special brew. Oh, this is Galerius's pad. A poem by Galerius. My life has been torturous, as the 7 labours of Hercules, orphaned, defeated and enslaved, yet I would suffer it all again gladly, because each loss, wound and tragedy brought me to you. Radiant as Rome's sacred flame, your bright warmth nourishes my soul. I know I can never touch you, any more than Harold Vester's flame, but to watch and love you from afar, bathing in your glow, is enough. Owned. What, we have 1,000 now? Do we? How many denaries do we have? We have 1,000 denaries! You are quite correct. Didn't Hercules do 12 labours? I don't know how many labours. Yeah, this is where we came in, isn't it? Okay, so I get that. Okay, I'm getting my bearings now. I'm getting my bearings now that I'm not being rushed around. A bottle. Fermented fish sauce. The fisherman's pad. The fisherman's missing, right? A banner. A shield. More fermented fish sauce. So who likes fermented fish sauce? And Horatius. Clues in the chest. Horatius likes fish sauce. That could be a clue to something. So this is the slummy part of town, isn't it? It's where all the people are staying that aren't noble and rich. No, you won't. You are not helping me at all. I am having to help myself, you stupid statues. Note from Kabash. Kabash to Kabash. I told Lucretia about the dreams I've been having, and she said it might help her divine their meaning if I wrote them down. It happened again last night. The man by the river was there, as always, his face shrouded in shadow from that peculiar ram headdress. Once again he introduced himself as Curti, and told me he'd dragged me from the river. He seemed to smirk as he said his name, as if it meant something I could not understand. Indeed, the name rings a bell, but I cannot for the life of me remember where I heard it. I do not think I will sleep soundly again until I know who is Curti. Karen? Curti? K? Lion carving. And a vase. So Kabash was the fisherman, right? So the Kabash is missing, I think. What on earth are you doing? This is Rufus. This is your final... Rufus is threatening Virgil. Oh, we're gonna have words, mister. Right now. Stone carving. A phallic charm. Okay, we'll put that down. Right. Okay. Priorities have shifted here. Priorities have shifted. I'll be back to see you again.
I love your clothes.
In the next cycle.
So exotic.
Right now, I've got to tell a man off for threatening another.
You stay away from my money.
I'm not touching your money, lover. What will give you that impression? Dear Diary, today I'm celebrating. I made the easiest 1,000 denarii I've ever made by selling a way out to a desperate fool. Of course, it may not have been the way out she was hoping for, but hemlock still counts. That'll teach her for insulting my hair. Insulting her hair. And since it didn't break the golden rule, I may have to try this again sometime. Dear Diary, it worked again. I'm now another 1,000 denarii richer, thanks to Opius and his desperation to escape. Of course, there's very little to spend money on here, but just having it gives me a little thrill. For a brief moment, at least. Dear Diary, finally I have something to spend my money on. Malleolus is running for magistrate in the election tomorrow, and he's promised that for a sufficient tribute, I'll be able to move into old Sentius's villa once it's vacated. How he plans to achieve that, he wouldn't say, but still, I better make sure he wins. Do I need this as proof? Because it's classed as stealing. Screw it. And the money as well.
Shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Sorry! Sorry! Couldn't help myself. Ah! I can put my theory to the test now to see whether or not we have to do the whole Opius stuff again. I don't think we do. I'm hoping not. And I'm rich again. Whee! And we're back. Yeah, look, it's done.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina? Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening. Yulia? Oh no. All right, I can do that.
Aha! And Opius is also about to throw himself off. Tell Yulia we'll be fine. Give this person 2,000 denarii to pay off the debts. That's to stop you from getting that 2,000 every time, infinitely. You've got to spend it every time. Clever. Now go! As fast as you can.
But how did you... All right, of course. I'll make sure this gets to him.
Go.
I'll go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Long story. So he's saving Opius, and he's saving her. We don't have to worry about that. I love how the game just does that. It's very kind, isn't it? It's pretty cool, actually. Right, so we still got 1,000 denarii, though. So we can still go speak with her and do that stuff with her, but not before trying to nab a flower first. Oh my god! How fast! That was too fast. It didn't go that fast last time. Oh god. And we can get the old chest. We can get the chest from the water if we want. If we need the money. I want that flower. Today's task. Oh, but how do we... There's got to be a better way than through there every time. The priestess. The priestess is the key to getting out of here. She knows something. The priestess is definitely the key. That is what they're telling us here. Right. What's in here? Get out of my way! Get out of my way! There's something here! There's a chest and a skeleton! Oh no! How do we move statues? Can I pick you up? Push you aside? Oh! no, there's a chest in here. Maybe I'm not supposed to see that, I don't know. We can't seem to do it again. Oh. I want what's behind that door. The statue comes to life when the golden rule... Oh, of course! Oh. So when the golden rule comes into play, we need to remember to go to that place. To that hidden door by the pub. All this for a bloody flower. I'm telling you, it's a good job I like you, Galerius. It's a good job I like you. Otherwise, I would not be doing this. Is that a coin pouch? No. What did it say? Right, okay, let's keep moving. Fall slightly earlier. Yes, Oliver, yes we do. I think we do. Oh my god! I'm so close! How did you spend your cycle this time? I was just trying to get... I was just jumping off a zip line for a flower. Oh, I've gone the wrong way now as well. It better be worth it, I'm telling you. This flower... It better be worth it. Galerius, I'm telling you. Telling you, brother. Oh my god, I could not have got any closer. I need a point of reference. I need to find a point of reference. I need to find a point of reference somehow. Other than just winging it. Too late, too late.
Don't believe a word they tell you.
He saved him, look! Where are they going? Where's it taking him? In fact, I should probably have followed them. Where are they going? Oh, they're going to tend the farm. We've not actually been to the farm yet. We might have to visit the farm and see what the farm's all about. There could be something secret in there. I don't know. Coin pouches and treasure and stuff. Right. Here we go. Oh! Oh, God! Oh! Oh, thank for gods. Never have to do that again. Oh! So satisfyingly good. Right, Galerius, come here. I can now check out his farm. Lots of cabbages. Hello, goose. Honk honk. Don't attack me. A bunch of goose eggs. Why do I have goose eggs? What good are goose eggs? At a time like this, I ask you. They must be useful. Galerius!
Salve again, friend. I went and did as you asked, and it worked.
I told you.
How is it possible that you've just arrived here and you already know everyone and exactly what's about to happen to them?
I am reliving the same day over and over again. Like a bad dream. Or a film I've watched. You don't know what films are, I'm just assuming, but trust me. It's handy in some respects, but in others, not so handy.
You're toying with me, right?
No.
Wait.
Be serious.
You're not kidding, are you? That's the only way you could have known. You're a bit like... Oh, what was his name? Sisyphus. Yeah, that's the one. Old King Sisyphus.
Sisyphus? Wait a minute. Wasn't the word Sisyphus in Livia's place? I'm sure it was. I'm sure Sisyphus was in her place.
Sisyphus was a Greek king a long time ago. For daring to think he could outsmart the gods, he was given a terrible punishment. He was forced to push a great boulder up to the top of a hill. Only, just as it reached the top, it would roll all the way back down to the bottom, forcing him to start over and over and over again, for all eternity. Just like you. Actually, now that I think about it, there are a bunch of old stories about the gods punishing people by making them do the same futile task over and over. Tantalus was made to grasp at fruit on a tree he could never quite reach. The Pleiades had to keep fetching water in a sieve. Oh, and Ixion was strapped to a wheel going round and round forever. But on the bright side, at least you're not stuck in the underworld like they all were. Anyway, I don't know which god you managed to upset to get yourself into this position, friend, but you seem all right to me. So, I'll tell you what. I'll keep doing whatever I can to help you. And you just focus on finding a way to break the cycle you're in.
You're a good man, Galerius. I like you very much.
Oh, that's kind of you to say. Now, I'm going to keep your secret. Although, it's not as if I'll remember this next time we talk anyway, right? Oh, and if our conversations ever start to annoy you, just tell me you're busy. I know when I'm not wanted. May fortune smile on you, friend.
Indeed. But I've come for a particular reason, Galerius.
I saw you slide down that rope before. Very impressive. And strange, too, since that device you used is exactly the same as one I've been working on for weeks. Oh, of course. It's because I already gave it to you in a previous time loop, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, I'm sorry to ask, but is there any chance you'd be willing to do me a favor?
Why can't we just, like, say, it's a flower, isn't it? Here's your flower. Because that's what we would say. He knows about it now, right? The time loop. What do you need? Flower?
Well, I've been trying to get this rare flower from the rock spire in the middle of the lake.
Yeah.
It's too steep to climb, so I hung a rope over the lake and made... Do you think you could use the device?
You mean, this flower right here? That I already have got in advance?
Really? You already have it? I picked it up in a previous loop, I
No,
suppose.
I picked up this loop.
It's gonna take me a while to get my head around that. This is going to make her so happy. Equitia, I mean.
Equitia?
Now I just have to figure out how to give it to her. What I really want to do is walk up to her, give her the flower, and confess I've been madly in love with her since the moment we met. But on the other hand, I can't shake the feeling that the consequences could be terrible.
What's the worst that could happen? No.
You mean, aside from her execution? You see, Equitia is a Vestal priestess, meaning she's taken a vow of chastity.
Oh.
The breaking of which would be an extremely serious affront to the gods and a capital offense.
Oh, that part.
Even if she was just suspected of being unchaste, it could lead to her execution. Unchaste Vestals get buried alive. Oh, and I'd get flogged to death for good measure. But at the same time, she's just so kind and graceful, and I feel so much love for her that if I don't tell her, it'll burn a hole in my chest. I don't know what to do. What do you think? What would you do?
Well, if it meant me getting flogged to death and her getting buried alive, I probably wouldn't say a damn thing. Oh no! Oh, this could cause a sin. This could cause a sin. Admire it from afar. We just spent all this time getting a flipping flower for her. Flipping tell her, man. Show her that flower, because I bloody toiled over that.
Now that I hear you say that out loud, I hear how crazy it is. I think maybe I need to be a bit more cautious. What I need is a go-between. Someone who can tell her how I feel and find out how she feels without risking her life.
What, you mean me?
What do you say? Do you think you could help me one more time?
Because it's you, Galerius, because it's you.
Wonderful! Now, all I need you to do is give her the flower and tell her it's from a secret admirer. Tell her I'll keep my distance and that I just want her to know that she's loved.
It's sweet. Yeah, sweet. Very sweet. Yeah, I'm fine.
Oh, thank you. Come back as quick as you can and tell me what she says.
What are you looking at? There's always time for a bit of love, alright? Okay. We have been sidetracked slightly, and we're caught up in a love story. Forget about villas, forget about assassins with bows. It's all on the back burner right now. We are giving flowers to Vestal priestesses instead. That's what we do. Flowers to the Vestal priestesses. Priestesses. I still need to find a man with the green eye and a blue eye. And you! You, sir!
Name's Rufus. Better watch your step.
I know who you are. Are you the one threatening Virgil? And don't deny it, because I have evidence.
No idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb with me. I know it was you. I found an incomplete letter to him in your quarters.
Yes, so what? What are you going to do about it?
I'm just going to ask you to stop threatening him. Please? Because I can't assault you, because it'll cause a catastrophe. So, just don't do it anymore. You bad boy.
And why should I? The one true God says that for man to lie with another man is an abomination. His presence here is a threat to us all.
If that's true, then why hasn't the golden rule been broken already? Eh?
Well, I don't know. Maybe God hasn't noticed yet. But when he does, we're going to have a problem.
The gods of Rome don't care about homosexuality, so why would they care about Virgil? Come on, there's something else at play here, isn't there, sir? Why don't you spill your beans properly?
There's only one true God. And he laid waste to Sodom and Gomorrah because of exactly this kind of thing.
He's from Seleucia, this fella, from Seleucid Empire. A cultist? Oh, is this the cult that they're speaking about? Oh, which one do we say? Do we... Have you got one? He's got the same coloured eyes, though.
I don't like where this is going.
Leave Virgil alone or I'll out you to everyone.
I have no idea what you're talking about. And unless you want your jaw broken, I think it's best if you don't ever talk to me again.
Oh, hang on. What's that all about? What's happened there? What's happened there? What's happened there? I'm a bit confused. I'm a little confused there. What happened? Virgil.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to our little community.
No, not...
My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil.
Virgil!
I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's life. I'm glad you arrived when you did.
Virgil. I'll be going now, Virgil.
Nice to talk to you.
I'll be going now. Hang on, we didn't get an update to the quest marker there. We didn't get an update, did we? Wait a second. The sinner. Ask Fabia who is threatening Virgil. Why is she crossed out? She died, but I thought she would come back in another cycle. Does she not come back in another cycle? Is she dead forever? How do we persuade Rufus? Next cycle. Gonna have to have another conversation with him. Ah, priestess! One thing at a time, folks. One thing at a time. Hello there.
A new face. Ave. And may Vesta watch over you.
Ave.
I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Well, someone wanted me to give you this flower.
Oh, how lovely. It just happens to be my favorite, too. Who do I have to thank for this?
I'm supposed to take it from a secret admirer, and they'll keep you. They'll keep their distance. They just want you to know that you're loved.
I see. So it's from Galerius, then.
You know already?
Of course I do. I think everyone in the city knows.
Oh.
That man is a wonderful human being, and my favorite person in the world. But he is the least subtle secret admirer you could imagine. The way he looks at me with those puppy dog eyes.
Oh.
Plus, he's been trying for weeks to get his hands on this flower. He went to so much effort too, suspending that rope above the lake, inventing that pulley device all on his own. He'd just stand there each morning, looking at the flower, trying to summon the courage to seize it. Oh, my heart.
My heart is bursting. So what do I tell him?
Tell that adorable oaf that my Vestal's vow of chastity ends once I turn 36. So if we ever make it out of here, and he doesn't mind waiting a few years...
36?
Then tell him I love him too.
I'm sure he'll be overjoyed.
I hope so.
What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
No, no, just talk about something else for now.
Certainly.
We're leaving the election for the minute.
Keep an eye out for Scintilla, would you?
I'll be going now.
See you again soon, I hope.
Yeah. Hey, who are you? Oh, Yulia. Yulia. Right. Palace.
Be careful who you trust.
Look, you've got to stop walking around with your creepy sayings, alright? It's really not good. You and that Opius fella. You keep following me about. Whispering in my ear when I'm talking to people. It is not good. Right, let's have a look at this palace here. It's rather large. Oh, hello, Rufus. Water with a sieve. Water with a sieve. Aqueducts. Possible way to escape. Water with a sieve. One of the trials, right? Zipline to the villa. Hey, is this a way for us to get into the villa? No, it's a way to get into the grounds of the villa. Not into the villa, is it? We'll have to give it a try before we finish this particular cycle. Wow, I mean, this underground city is rather large, actually, isn't it? I do like it. 10 arrows. Who's that? What is that noise? Hello? 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 There must be an alternative way inside. Must be. Side door or something. A back door. There's always a back door. $46 denarii. Sorry. Don't think you've been eating it, will you?
Be careful who you trust.
Yes, yes, yes. Bloody hell. You're making me wish I didn't save you. You're all doom and gloom. Pushing stones. Up hills. Trials. So we've got the water with the woman with the sieve. We've got the man pushing the boulder. What does all this mean? Right, I can speak to you properly now, Octavia. Now that Opius has survived. In fact, we need to speak to Opius properly as well, actually, now that he's alive.
Salve, friend. I'm Octavia. Welcome to life under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
Well, now that we've got that sordid business taken care of, I feel top of the world.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Oh, yes, please do. First of all, tell me about your... You're a Christian.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Mum's the word.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I
appreciate
that.
Right then, give me a story.
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber.
And then you fell in it.
I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labour for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
How did you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place. Oh, that's all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me. Oh, much the same way as many of the others. We were a scuff. I woke... If you like.
Okay, so do you know a way out of here?
I'm afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out.
Oh, I'm going to speak to her.
I don't put a lot of stock in such rumours, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
I'll look into it. But it's a scam, though.
Oh, I see. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm sorry I even suggested it. I won't make that mistake again.
And what do you think of the golden rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
No. I think people are fundamentally good as children, innocent and sweet, and then they are shaped by external factors and forces and become horrible little creatures that rob and steal and assault and do other things as well.
You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
I stand by what I said.
I wish I shared your faith.
I shall be going now.
Ah, that's a shame. Another time then.
Perhaps. Right, where's that other Opius fella? Okay, so she's a cultist. Rufus is a cultist. That bloody Livia, she's definitely a cultist. Find a creative way into the upper cistern. We have found a creative way into the upper cistern. We need the key, however, from Dooley to get into there, I think. But that's the door in. That is the exit strategy. Just need the key. I reckon the key to getting the temple open is to find that missing fragment of this thing. Yeah, great temple door. Shh. Oh, silence. Right. I also love how they've put all these zip lines around to save you having to backtrack too much. That's kind of cool too. Right, I think we're going to try and see if we can get to the villa now.
Isn't the great temple majestic?
Oh, it's just a temple. There was a guy pushing a boulder back there, was there? Did I miss that? What, the statue? I saw the statue guy pushing a boulder. Are you talking about a real person pushing a boulder? I thought this was the villa. This is a temple. Octavia's chest. Note to Octavia. An anonymous friend to Octavia. May the Lord bless and keep you. Yeah, I saw the statue. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I am right and you're a believer like me, you may not be able to worship openly here, but know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there is a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theatre. Turn right at the first fork and again at the second. Enter the caves behind the theatre. Turn right at the first fork and right at the second. Where's the theatre? Enter the caves from behind the theatre. Right and right again. That is this place to the secret cult headquarters where the election is. Oh! Where the election is. Of course, the theatre. Oi, you! Show me your eyes.
Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment, it being election day.
Oh, he wanted a tribute to get into Malleo's. He wanted the tribute. We just give him cash. I've got 1,000 denarii. In the next cycle.
Whatever. Just remember, I'll be watching.
You carry on watching, bloody buddy. Right. So we've got a potential way in then, haven't we?
Citizen?
Eyes.
We're finally alone.
Okay, that's fine.
I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
Oh, yes, of course. New cycle and all that. Yes, I'm Dominius Oxtentius, and we've had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
I couldn't stop it from being broken.
Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time. Now, I assume you've sought me out again for a reason.
I have. What's your story?
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
What's a decurion? I've never heard of one.
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Oh. And why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
Ah, and how exactly did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now, the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
I can indeed. And how did you end up magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead. Very well.
Do you know a way out of here?
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
Just testing you. I'd like you to release Dooley.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid.
Damn.
That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
What did he do exactly?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here, we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, and most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of us were he to be released and commit the crime of trespass. The man has no self-discipline,
poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else?
Now, was there something else? Oh, well, now that you put it like that. What exactly do you think of this golden rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the golden rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
I'm rather busy, alright?
Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
God. I wonder if I need to speak with Galerius to give him the news about the priestess before she calls the thing. Where is he? He's not in his farm. I'll speak to him in the next cycle. Right, it's probably a bit late in the cycle to get into Malleolus's place at this point, isn't it? I'd probably say so, to be honest. You again? Hey up, don't you start growling at me, Buster. That's locked as well. Okay.
Help! You have to do something.
She's back again, look.
A man arrived in the baths. Real nasty sort, with his face all covered up. And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's going to break the golden rule.
Oh, this could have been a bad idea. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
No. Do not go in there.
What? Why?
I just got a bad feel. No, just trust me about this one, please. Just go to the forum.
All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead.
I'll do that,
Please
yeah.
be careful.
Yeah, bakery's good. Bakery's good. Shrine not good. Shrine bad. Beware, shrine may collapse at any moment. Will it collapse on me? I'm not even going in. I don't even dare. It'll collapse on my head. Right, now where's the Oh, Galerius!
Salve again, my Sisyphean friend.
Ah, Sisyphia. Yes.
What's on your mind?
Flowers. I delivered the flower to Aquisha for you.
Thanks. What did she say?
And she said she knew it was from you, and she asked me to tell you when she turns 36, you can then marry, and she loves you as well.
Venus, that is the best news I've ever heard in my life. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. You have no idea how happy you've made me. I wish there was something I could do to thank you properly, but I don't have much to offer you. All I can do is tell you where there's a secret stash of coins you might be interested in.
Okay, that's a good trade-off, I'd say.
In the rock tunnel, near the stairs, there's a little doorway set into the rock. Inside, if you look carefully, you can see a chest. Unfortunately, one of those golden huntress statues is blocking the path, and I'm not game to move it.
I know about that.
If you can figure out how to get past it, I reckon there might be a small fortune waiting for you. I hope that helps in some way.
Not really, because I already know about it, but never mind, you tried. You tried.
All right, friend. Hope you find a way to break that cycle you're in.
It's amazing what you can find when you're on your 5th cycle or whatever it is. 6th maybe? 7th? Lucky number 7? Right, theatre. Theatre. What would that note say? Cave. Behind the theatre. Turn right and right again. Oh, hang on. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Juratas the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the god responsible for this city, for our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion. He deserves our admiration, but here I must depart from custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. And then that's when he turned into a gold statue, I assume. Oh, I'm taking that. Right, come on, quick. Shut up. Right, we need to turn right at the fork. And then right again. No? Is that right? No? Is that wrong? Behind it, right? Behind it. Behind it? These butterflies... I don't know if they're symbolic. Opius loves Scintilla. Corrected to Opius killed Scintilla. What? 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 Behind the theatre. This is going to be this cave, a cave system. Oh, here's a cave system. Here's a fork. Right. And then right. It's locked. How do I get in? A wooden carving with a symbol of a fish carved into it. It looks like it might be religious in nature. Why would there be a wooden fish carving here? We can't take it anyway. Oh, that's irksome. Oh, hang on. Love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you. Countered by, to the lions with you, cultist. The fish people. The cult of the fish. Oh man. I don't have a flashlight. Which I've never used hardly. Wow, okay. So we found the secret den. An ancient Christian symbol. Ah. Look, a little prison. Another bottle of wine. That's 2 bottles I have now of wine. 3 bottles of wine. They can't all be the last bottle, can they? A verse number? Possibly. We can return if it's significant. So this is where we came when we were rushing around like a maniac. Right, whilst we're here, we might as well talk to the mad woman. We might as well.
Vote for Malleolus for a free drink at my tavern.
Let the buyer beware. Where was that about the there is for magistrate. There was something to do, I'm sure there was something to do with
The 49 Beladies fetch again with incessant labour the water they have lost.
Right, hello dear.
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
What's your story? You look a bit worse for wear.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
She's speaking in riddles, but it's probably true what she's saying, so we should take proper note of this, right? I've no idea what it means.
They never do.
I do kind of know what it means, though. Do you know a way out of here? No, can you tell me the pattern you saw?
You think you wish to know, but you do not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more.
Figure out why she's acting strangely. Do you know a way out? Come on, spill the beans.
There is only a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence to the infernal regions.
Do you need help?
Help me? You cannot help me. I have seen things. A pattern, a terrible pattern. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more.
Okay, what do you think of the golden rule?
The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment.
Okay, so I think the bloodless shadows are the golden statues, maybe?
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives. The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Vote for Malleolus for a
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia.
Hi, Aurelia.
I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued.
Oh.
You're not like any Roman man I've ever seen. You seem so refined, so civilized.
Oh, wow. And you're as charming as you are beautiful.
Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
Well, you give us to me.
I take back what I said. Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore.
Oh, God.
Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
Oh, 1 minute we're too nasty, next minute we're too forward. Come on, what's your story?
Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Screw you.
All right. See ya.
Okay, so next time we speak to her, we better pick the middle option then. Not too strong, not too nasty. In the middle.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold braying.
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
It's getting dark, I think. Oh! Quick! Oh, almost dead!
Don't believe a word they tell. Shalom, friend.
Shalom. Shalom. What's your story?
You mean where am I from and all that? Judea, originally. But when I was a child, I moved to Rome with my family, Romanized my name and spent most of my life in the Jewish district of Trans-Tiberim, across the Tiber from the main city.
I see.
That's where I was when the fires broke out. Everyone was running toward the river and I, listening to my inner contrarian, ran the other way. Every road leading out of Rome was in chaos, full of people with all their belongings in carts and brigands preying on them. Several hours down the Appian Way, I saw another Jewish family being attacked by 3 opportunists. So I picked up a branch from the side of the road and went to defend them.
This is different.
I can only assume they got the better of me because the next thing I knew, I was waking up in a forest, by a river not far from here, with no memory of how I got there. It's strange though, because I still had my purse on me. Why would a robber knock me unconscious and throw me in a river, but not take my coins?
That's odd. Most of the others were in Rome before they woke up in the forest, but you're saying you were several hours away.
You're right. I always just assumed the river carried me, but I'm not sure I was anywhere near the Tiber when I fell. I'm sure it'll all make sense if we ever get out of here.
Do you know a way out of here?
I don't. But even if I did, I'm not going anywhere. I have unfinished business.
Unfinished business? What do you think of the Golden Rule?
Well, neither of us have a couple of hours to stand around talking about theology, law, and collective punishment, so I guess you're looking for a pithy summary?
Pithy will do, yes.
You remind me of an old story from my people about Hillel the Elder. He was approached by a Gentile and asked to explain the entire Torah while he stood on one foot. Obliging, he replied, "What is hateful to you, do not do to another. That is the whole Torah. The rest is commentary. Go and learn." Of course, what I want to know is, what kind of a god sees a young woman abducted and does nothing about it? Not my god. That's for sure.
Do we know she was abducted for certain, though, yeah? We don't know that for sure, do we?
Maybe you don't. I feel it in my bones.
Okay, so let's talk about Scintilla then.
Scintilla and I were in love. And then, 22 days ago, she went missing.
Okay. It's almost election time, but we'll try our best to get through this. Start from the beginning. Don't leave out a single detail.
All right. One night a few months ago, when I was cleaning Malleolus's villa, I heard a young woman singing. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever heard. I wasn't allowed out, so once everyone else was asleep, I climbed up the inside of the villa and onto the roof, just to see where that sound was coming from. And that's when I saw her.
The roof?
Standing in the garden of the magistrate's villa. I just sat there on the roof, listening to her with my chin on my knees. And for the first time in a long time, I felt hopeful. And then she looked up and saw me and she smiled. I knew at that moment the fates had brought me to her. And from the moment she asked my name with this warmth and curiosity, I knew I'd have done anything for her. And so for weeks on end, each night I'd climb out of the villa and into her father's garden. We'd hold hands and talk about all the things we'd do once we got out of here. Like having our own vineyard. And then one morning I woke up and everyone was out searching for her. They said she'd vanished in the night. All I could do was keep my head down and try to hide how beside myself I was.
Is it possible she escaped somehow?
All I know is she loved me. And if she had known a way out, she would have told me. She'd never have taken her own life. And there's no way anybody could have killed her under the Golden Rule. I can't prove it, but I just know she's still alive somehow. Even now, it's as if I can hear her voice in my head, crying out to me. That can only mean one thing. Somebody abducted her. I have no idea how, or who would want to do something like that to such a sweet, lovely girl. But what else could have happened?
Okay. Somebody like you, a bit accusatory, isn't it? But he's a suspicious character. He's come here under the different path. Any ideas about who might have taken her then?
My guess? Malleolus had something to do with it.
Too obvious.
He is without doubt the most evil man I have ever known. I have no idea where he'd be keeping her, but there is one room in his villa, upstairs, which is always locked. I've never seen the inside of it, and I haven't been able to steal a key without breaking the Golden Rule. But I have a feeling that if you could get in there somehow, it would shed light on a great many things.
I'll look into it.
Let me know what you discover.
Good job we spoke to him before going into the villain, isn't it? Right, I think... for us to do anything else now would be counterproductive. We ain't going to get an opportunity. I feel the election is just round the corner. And there's not much left for us to do. What I might quickly do actually first is just see how much...
Don't believe a word they tell you.
How much the bribe is going to be to get into the villa. Won't pay it now, but let's see how much it is.
What now?
Because if it's more than we've got, we'll have to get some more, won't we?
What now?
Listen, about the tribute you wanted.
Yeah? What have you got for me?
1,000 denarii, 100 denarii, 10 denarii. Obviously 1,000 is going to be the going price, isn't it? So if we pay it now and get kicked out of the villa, do we have to get it again for the second time round? I don't want to chance it, so I'll do it at the start of the cycle, I think. Forget it.
If you set one foot in that villa without permission, I'll skin you alive, you Pusilius Semitarius Mocus.
You what? You Pusilius... Pusilius... Is this the villa? Is that the villa? No, this is her house, isn't it? The priestess's house. So where's this villa? Is this the villa? That's the... Oh, is this the villa? These might be climbable if they could support my weight. It's the second time we've seen vines with that message. Well, why wouldn't they support my weight? How do I get them to support my weight? I don't know. Insta-death. Okay, so I'm thinking, because didn't he say, Opius, about going to the roof which obviously set alarm bells off in my head, but we can't get up the vines. Creeper vines. If only they could support my weight. Well, why can't they? Right. We're going to end this cycle. Hello, Clarence. On my own terms. How do I get out of here? There you go. I'm going to end this cycle on my own terms by trying to confront that archer fella. Because we do know a couple of cultists. We can't get into the cultists joint just yet, but let's see what additional options might be available to us this time. This is the baths, right? Oh! See you again.
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius.
Quinctius.
Do you know where he is?
Yes, I saw him worshipping in a small round shrine just inside the city. Second building on the left.
Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now, but you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
They will not cross again. Unless it's in the same time in a different cycle. And I'm there looking for a person with a blue eye and a flipping green eye. Just send him to a crumbling shrine! Easy! Oh, Quinctius! Somebody to see you! Somebody to see you! Ooh.
Filthy, lying degenerate.
Oh, bloody hell, fire. Oh my god, he was here. Oh dear. A bounty notice. By order of Emperor Nero, all loyal sons of Rome are ordered to hunt and execute the arsonist and murderer Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, a citizen from Aventine, district of Rome. 40 to 50, average height, average build, dark hair, one green eye, one blue eye, clean shaven. Very good. Very good, I'll take that, thank you. Arrows, a denarius, and a wooden bow. Yeah, look, fine Quinctius, the man with one eye, green eye. There is a person here with one eye, green eye, one eye, blue eye. One eye, one eye, one eye. I've got a bow. Can I go to the bathhouse now? We should be able to. But we won't go just yet because there's a couple of things for us to do. I mean, I reckon there's probably an achievement or a better ending if we go through the entire game without breaking the golden rule ourselves. Because I reckon that the bow, I might be wrong, but I reckon the bow could be a way to get the vial without stealing it. We can get money without stealing it, right, from around different chests and stuff. So all the things that we've stolen so far, I kind of think to myself, we probably haven't needed to steal them. Nothing is mandatory to be stolen, I don't think, at this moment in time. I could be wrong, but where's the bakery? Ah, here she is, look. I've not spoken to her properly either. In the least amount of cycles possible. Oh.
You took care of him?
He had a tragic accident in that shrine that I told you to avoid.
An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, that's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
If I said yes, I'd be admitting to murder, wouldn't I?
I don't understand. Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then.
Yes, you should.
Sorry. I
No
promise
problem.
nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
As in the Skoda? No, what is your story, Fabia?
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can.
Okay, but how did you end up here?
I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I
Fire,
was living in Rome with my family when I got
rivers.
sick.
Yeah.
Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me, a fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am.
Again, her story is slightly different.
Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us?
Do you know a way out of here?
What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days.
I don't belong here.
Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it?
It does, actually. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we?
Have you met people?
You're funny. I bet my friend Georgius will like you. And those interesting clothes of yours.
We've met.
And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the Golden Rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop.
I'll be going, Fabia. Nice to meet you.
All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Just between me and you. Oh, you!
You there. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying.
1,000 denarii.
No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban, but I'm impressed. And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Go on.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues?
The statues come to life and fire golden bow arrows at them.
And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, on the other hand, I can't help but think of a tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the 2 of us, Half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested?
I've got some goose eggs. This is surely a sin, right? This can't be good. The golden goose is meant to be a cautionary tale.
Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not?
Well, I went to all that trouble to get the bow, so do you know what? If it's a sin, we'll just have to relive our day again. Yeah, maybe?
Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan, but first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana?
No.
No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand?
Golden bow.
Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you know what.
But you want me to steal it?
Oh, gods no. If you tried that, we'll be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away.
Why can't you do it yourself, if I just give you the bow?
I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the more resourceful and heroic type. I have complete confidence in you.
This seems extremely dangerous.
When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all mankind, do you think he was worried about the danger?
Okay, no more questions.
So, are you in, partner?
If you don't like action or horror elements, feel free to decline. Action or horror elements. So this game is saying this next section is going to contain action and horror. So of course we are going to do it, but not this cycle, next cycle.
Are you sure? Last chance? Ugh, fine. Stay poor and ignorant forever then.
Can we speak to him again in the next cycle then? Because we seem to have declined. Well, something happened to the quest log there. What happened there? Something to do with Navia. Okay, we can. Okay. One last thing to do before the cycle ends if we can. The bathhouse might be open now. Bang! Oof. Oh, look at this. Fancy schmancy. Look at this. Fancy a dip. I mean, let's be honest, they didn't do things by half measures, these Romans, did they? I mean, could you imagine walking into something like this in real life? Bloody, it's astounding. Absolutely astounding. Everything is just so ornate, fantastic. Oh, well. Even bigger and better. Look at this big pool. This is exactly like the bathhouse that we fell into at the start of the game. And there's the tube. Oh, look. Poor person drowned at the bottom. She's looking over, trying to do something. Is that a loose stone or something? No? I've got to take a picture of this. Got to do it. This view with this music. They always say there's something calming about water, don't they? So when we came through the temple for the first time, the bathhouse, the second bathhouse, this area, we walked through this area. I remember seeing this part of the temple, and we came outside. This was all demolished. The steps here were all demolished. It's very similar. I don't think it's exactly the same, because I seem to recall coming to this bit and then we kind of turned down and round. So I don't think it's exactly the same, but it's very, very similar to how we started in the original ruin where we first landed. Or did we walk? No. Or did we walk down past this? I don't think we did. No, I don't recall walking past all these buildings. Or a tree in the middle. I'm going to have to go back and watch the first video. I don't think it's exactly the same. Quite similar. Right, well, I think it's time.
Are they?
Or did we walk down this bit?
Don't believe a word they tell you.
And then we went across a bridge. We went across a bridge. I do recall seeing that, but it was a bit further away than this. Right, I'm just enjoying the music. Okay, so what we'll do is we shall draw an end to this cycle. We won't go through the whole rigmarole, of course, of waiting for the election. We shall cause a great catastrophe.
Greetings and salutations.
I don't want to rob any people here. I like everybody here, apart from this shady character. So we'll rob his belongings. Oh, we can't. It's locked. I'm trying to commit a crime here to end the cycle. Okay.
Are they?
Are they? I'll let the priestess's stuff. Get another 2k from the bar lady. Oh, I haven't ended this cycle since we did that last time, so are we going to need that 2 grand again? Do we need that 2 grand again to... I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Citizen.
Let's see if where's a stuck-up lady? Sensia. Maybe we can talk to her in a bit more detail about her sister now that we know who her lover is. If we can't, we'll just nick her stuff. Okay.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Sorry about that. My finger slipped. I'm following you, Sentius. I'm following you. I've been hit by an arrow. You. Ah! No.
Follow me quickly.
Get him away. I want to get behind that. I want to get the stuff. I want to get this chest. Oh, God. Oh, my God. They're all running after me. Oh, man. Okay, we need to see whether or not the 2 grand is going to be an issue.
Salve, friend. Mind telling me who you are and why you look like you've just taken on a gladiator and lost? Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening. Yulia? Oh no. Alright, I can do that. Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine. Understood. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
I'm really, really injured, and my health bar has recovered. I need the 2,000 again. Otherwise we can't stop the guy jumping. Right then, in that case, I'll end the session here. And then the next one, we'll have to do it properly by nicking the 2000 right now. And we'll start a fresh cycle. How much cash we got? Oh, we've still got 1600. Almost there. So in this cycle we shall focus on the Malleus quest. See where that takes us. And there was another quest, wasn't there? Another quest line. There's this cultists as well. But yeah, a little bit more to do, but we've made some very good progress today. And I think we're getting closer to the answers. So I think maybe one more stream might do it if we get on a good roll. The next stream of this will be Sunday. The next actual stream will be on Wednesday. Will be Far Cry. But yeah, next stream of this definitely Sunday. So yeah, have a good week, folks. Thank you for watching. Really enjoying this one. I'll be very sad when it ends, actually. But so far so good. Love the music. Premise is pretty cool. Just the right level of thinking for me. Not too complicated. Just tweak the old neurons a bit. But yeah. Hopefully you can join me on Wednesday. But yeah. Have a pleasant day, afternoon, evening. And I'll see you next time. I'll leave you with this lovely music. See you soon.